Finn Balor's good too.
From the Senate, I've had great support from Congress generally.
No. My opponent's on Thursday through me.
And I will tell you, that is I would be so happy if we never had to use it. But our country will never have had a military like the military we're about to build and rebuild.
Yeah.
We have the greatest people on earth in our military, but they don't have the right equipment, and their equipment is old. I used it, I talked about it at every stop. Depleted.
I'm not even paying attention. He's talking about ISIS now, I guess. He was talking about factors.
You have to have strong law enforcement also. So we do not go.
Yeah, he's been building that. He built that like the first day.
We really are searching for peace, but it's peaceful strength. At home, we have begun the monument.
He's still got ways to go. It's only wood too. Yeah, it's probably take years. By the time it's gonna be done, he'll be out of office probably.
There's a campaign promise. Some people are so surprised that we're having strong borders. Well, that's what I've been talking about for a year and a half, strong borders. They're so surprised.
Yeah, just have more people working on it.
Well, that's what I've been talking about to the press and to everybody else. One promise after another, after years of politicians.
I don't really think I think he's just, he don't know what he's doing really.
Some of the things that probably aren't popular, but they're necessary for security.
He's trying, I don't know.
And then coming to Washington and pursuing their own interests, which is important to many politicians.
I think this is the newer one.
That's all I'm doing.
I'll have to ask Aaron, because he's the GM over there. The one who's Silas. So I'll make sure this is the right one.
They said there's no way to get 222, 230 is impossible. 270, which you need, that was laughable. We got 300. Because people came out and voted like they'd never seen before. So that's the way it goes. I guess it was the biggest electoral college win since Ronald Reagan. In other words, the media is trying to attack our administration because they know we are following through on pledges that we made, and they're not happy about it for whatever reason. In fact, I'll be in Melbourne, Florida, 5 o'clock on Saturday, and I just heard that the crowds are massive. I turn on the TV, open the newspapers, and I see stories of chaos. Chaos. Yet it is the exact opposite. This administration is running like a fine-tuned machine, despite the fact that I can't get my cabinet approved. And they're outstanding people, like Senator Dan Coates, who's there, one of the most respected men in the Senate. He can't get approved.
Almost, yeah.
He's been a colleague, highly respected.
This should be an incredible matchup.
Brilliant guy, great guy. Everybody knows him. We're waiting for approval. So we have a wonderful group of people that's working very hard, that's being very much misrepresented about, and we can't get it. So if the Democrats, they have to do is look at where they are right now. The only thing they can do is delay, because they've screwed things up royally. Let me list to you some of the things that we've done in just a short period of time. Just got here. I got here with no captain.
Yeah.
Each of these actions is a promise I made to the American people. So go over just some of them, and we have a lot happening.
I remember my first match, man. I didn't know what I was doing. Like
we've withdrawn from the
because online it's like the lag is bad.
We're going to make trade deals, but we're going to have one-on-one deals, bilateral. We're going to have one-on-one deals. We've directed the elimination of regulations that undermine manufacturing and called for expedited approval.
He wasn't letting you try to stop you from
for America and American infrastructure. Transplant equipment, roads, bridges, factories. It can take 10, 15, 20 years to get this approved for a factory. They go in for a permit. It's many years.
Yeah. Did it cut you off again?
They spend tens of millions of dollars on nonsense, and at the end of the process, they get rejected.
Yeah.
They may be rejected with me, but it's going to be a quick rejection.
Yeah. We're good.
Most of it's going to be an acceptance. We want plants built, and we want factories built, and we want the jobs. We don't want the jobs going to other countries. We've imposed a hiring freeze on non-essential federal workers.
It hasn't split yet. It didn't say it for me anyway. Usually it would tell me.
We've issued a game-changing new rule that says for each one new regulation, 2 old regulations.
Okay, I'm about to. I just got you in about the Russian leg sweep and I flipped up. Okay. Okay, cool.
And they're a fraction, just a tiny fraction of what we have. And I want regulations because I want safety, I want all environmental situations to be taken properly care of. It's very important to me. But you don't need 4 or 5 or 6 regulations to take care of the same. We've stood up for the men and women of law enforcement, directing federal agencies to ensure they are protected from crimes of violence. We directed the creation of a task force.
I was telling me doing network performance.
Including the horrendous situation
I'm not going to watch your stories.
Taking place right now in our inner cities. However, we've ordered the Department of Homeland Security.
Yep. Yeah, I'm still on the floor. Yeah.
Becoming cheaper than candy bars. I'm not going to let it happen. We've undertaken the most substantial border security measures in a generation to keep our nation and our tax dollars safe. And are now in the process of beginning to build a promised wall on the southern border. A great wall. And it's going to be a wall negotiated by me. Price is going to come down just like it has negotiated for the government. And we're going to have a wall that works. We're going to have a wall like we have now, which is either non-existent or a joke. We've ordered a crackdown on sanctuary cities that refuse to comply with federal law and that harbor criminal aliens, and we've ordered an end to the policy of catch and release and no more release. No matter who you are, release. We've begun a nationwide effort to get criminal aliens, gang members, drug dealers, and others who pose a threat.
You still there?
To public safety. We are saving American lives every single day.
Yeah.
The court system has not made it easy for us. And we're even creating a new office.
That was a match for you?
In Homeland Security. Dedicated to the forgotten American victims.
No, it says I just won. What the heck? Yeah.
Taking decisive action to keep radical Islamic terrorists out of our country.
I'll show you my screenshot.
Though parts of our necessary
It's weird.
and constitutional actions were blocked by a judge's, in my opinion, incorrect and unsafe rules. Our administration is working night and day to keep you safe.
Yeah, let me stop my broadcasting. I don't know what's going on.
And is vigorously defending this lawful order. I will not back down from defending our country. I got elected on defense.
I gotta stop mine too, yeah. Hold on.